capital gains. They never want to see these capital gains, these unrealized capital gains taxed. And so again, y'all, it's right here. It's gone from $472 billion to $8.5 trillion, and they do not want that tax code change because that helps line their pockets.
Yeah, former Secretary Robert Wright is correct, and Donald Trump's $2 trillion tax cut to the rich helped them as well. And we know Donald Trump added about $8.2 trillion to the national debt in 4 years. But the point I was trying to make just a few minutes ago, Roland, when you talked about Democrats and Republicans, just very quickly here, a lot of people, especially some African Americans, are talking about voting third party for president. And I want people to know that no third party candidate has won a single electoral college vote since 1968, when Governor George Wallace of Alabama won 46 electoral college votes. It takes 270 electoral college votes to become president. You get to 270 by winning the popular votes in the state. And that's how you get the electoral college votes associated with the state. And if no candidate reaches 270, because say you have a third party candidate, then it's decided by the House of Representatives. They vote by delegation. There are 50 delegations in the House. Republicans control 26 out of 50. You just need 26 to declare president. So if Trump loses the popular vote and the electoral college vote, Republicans who control the House could vote for him based upon delegation, and he could become president again. People don't understand how serious this is. People need to read the U.S. Constitution.
Or just read something. All right. Matt, Kelly, Matt, and Michael, I appreciate y'all being with us on my first day back in 2024. Thank you so very much.
We're going into a presidential election, 2024 presidential election. And I do admit I follow politics every day. That's why I talk about it on the African History Network show. You see some of the articles that I post. That's why I can talk on different shows. I can speak on different shows. That's why I'm a panelist on Roland Martin Unfiltered for the past 3 years, going back to October 2020. I'm on every Friday. That's how I can speak on all these subjects, because I study politics. I'm hearing some people say, I'm hearing ridiculous talk about third-party candidates for president. No third-party candidate has won a single electoral college vote since 1968, okay? Since 1968, when Governor George Wallace of Alabama won 46 electoral college votes in the 1968 presidential election between Richard Nixon and Hubert Humphrey. Okay, Richard Nixon and Hubert Humphrey. Okay, read this article here. I don't have time to get deep into this, but read this article here from slate.com. If you don't understand how the Electoral College works, you have to understand how the Electoral College works, first of all, okay? A romp through history's most successful third-party presidential candidates. This article is from July 3rd, 2023, July 3rd, 2023. And for the sake of time, if we go here and look at George Wallace, right here, 1968, George Wallace. He was the last third-party candidate to win a single electoral college vote. He won 46 electoral college votes, and he won 5 southern states, 5 former Confederate states. Okay. He won, let me see, Wallace, what happened? He won 46 electoral, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Okay. All right. So it takes 270 electoral college votes to become president-elect. You win the electoral college votes to become president-elect, not because the electoral college votes, because the electoral college does not vote until the first Monday following the second Wednesday in December. Okay, you win the electoral college votes associated with a state by winning the popular vote in the state. The popular vote does matter Anybody that says the popular vote doesn't matter is lying to you. They haven't read the U.S. Constitution. They haven't read the 12th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, 12th Amendment of 1804, which dealt with the Electoral College and changed how the presidential election, how the winner was determined. It's not the national popular vote that matters. It's the popular vote per state that matters. Okay? That's how you become president-elect. That's how you get 270. Well, what happens if no candidate gets the required 270 electoral college votes? Okay. Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Let's go to archives.gov and let's see what archives.gov says about this. Okay. And what you can do is just Google what happens if no, I'm going to show you how I got this. Okay. Let's look at this here. If we just go to, let's Google this. All right, I'm going to show you this here. So we just go to Google, right? And if we just Google what happens if no president gets 270 electoral college votes, okay? Okay, or if no presidential candidate gets that, hit enter. All right, go right here. National Archives. You see this? National Archives. That's archives.gov. That's the U.S. National Archives. Okay, click right there. Frequently asked questions. Electoral College, frequently asked questions. We want, what happens if no presidential candidate gets 270 electoral votes? Okay. If no candidate receives a majority of electoral votes, the presidential election leaves the Electoral College process and moves to Congress. Pay attention, because 99% of Americans don't know this. Most Americans don't understand the U.S. Constitution, as I talked about in my speech, in my Kwanzaa presentation at King Solomon Baptist Church here in Detroit. The House of Representatives elects the president from the 3 presidential candidates who receive the most electoral college votes. Okay? So if you have a third party candidate and people fall for this third party trick because they don't understand how the electoral college works, and neither top 2 candidates gets the needed 270 electoral college votes, then it goes to the House of Representatives, where Republicans have control of the House of Representatives. Uh-oh. Nobody saw this one coming. Each state delegation, see, they vote based upon delegation. Each state delegation has 1 vote, and it is up to the individual states to determine how to vote. Republicans control 26 of the 50 state delegations. A candidate must receive at least 26 votes, which is the majority of the state delegations, to be elected. What that means is that if Donald Trump does not, if he loses the popular vote again, and if he loses the Electoral College vote again, then if neither Trump or Biden get the needed 270 Electoral College votes, then it goes to the House of Representatives to decide based upon delegation. And because Republicans are in control of the House and control 26 of those delegations, they can vote for Trump and he can become president again with the help of a third-party candidate and people who are ignorant of how the Constitution works and how the Electoral College works. And it was the U.S. Constitution that created the Electoral College at the Philadelphia Convention in 1787. The Senate elects the vice president from the two vice presidential candidates with the most electoral votes. Each senator casts one vote for vice president. Since the District of Columbia has no senators and is not represented in the vote, the candidate must receive at least 51 votes and majority of senators to be elected. So the House would choose, the House of Representatives would choose the president if neither presidential candidate, if no presidential candidate gets 270 Electoral College votes. The House of Representatives would choose the president based upon delegation, okay, based upon state delegation. And then the U.S. Senate would vote for the vice president based upon the two vice presidential candidates with the most Electoral College votes. This is why understanding the U.S. Constitution is so important, because it comes from this. But as I stated, and as the article from CBSnews.com, January 19th, 2021, the day before the January 20th inauguration, as it clearly states, most Americans are ignorant of the Constitution. And it's let's see, where's that article? Right here. Most Americans don't know what's in the Constitution, a crisis of civic education, CBSnews.com, January 19th, 2021. Read that article and watch the video that they have in there as well. And you'll be shocked how little people know about the U.S. Constitution. Okay. Everything. Visit our website, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com, AfricanHistoryNetwork.com. You can register for the online history classes that I teach. We deal with thousands of years of history. I teach 2 online history classes, Saturdays 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays is Ancient Kemet, the Moors, and the Ma'afa, understanding the transatlantic slave trade, what they didn't teach you in school. And then on Sundays, Black resistance movements, from Christopher Columbus to the Haitian Revolution and the Black Power movement, 1492 to 1968. So we have classes coming up this weekend. Classes on sale, $80. We do the sessions live. All the sessions are archived and recorded. You can go back and watch it any time. We have a bundle pack of courses. You can register for both classes also. I do a PowerPoint presentation. We have book references, articles, video clips. Even after the course is over with, you still have access to the full class. You can go back and watch it anytime. And then Ancient Kemet, the Moors, and the Ma'afa, understanding transatlantic slave trade. That meets this weekend also. You can we have the course outline here that you can download as well. So it gives you a lesson plan for each class session. There's about 100 articles that we reference. The first class is about 200 slides, 15 books that we reference. You don't have to buy any of the books to follow along in class. Click right here to download the lesson plan also, okay? I show you it's a very visual class, so I show you the excerpts of the books right on the screen, all right? Okay, so the content is PG-13. You can use this with your children as well. I don't do a lot of cursing. It's not overly vulgar or anything like that. It's nothing like that, okay?